Now, if I told you that exercise can be bad for you, you'd probably think I'm crazy. I would too, because if I said exercise in itself was bad, I'd definitely be crazy. Now, almost any health professional will tell you that in almost every situation, exercise is not only good for you, but it can even be a cure. But in today's episode, I am going to tell you specific situations where exercise can actually be bad for you. Now, for us to understand which point exercise can be bad for you, we are going to take a look at the 4-phase model for exercise addiction by Freimuth, Moniz and Kim, 2011. Now, the first phase is known as a recreational exercise phase. Now, in this phase, exercise is done for recreational purposes. It's done to complement your life, meaning you exercise so that you can maintain or develop your health so that you can excel in other areas of your life. Now, the only possible negative side to this is minor. So it could be simply minor muscle soreness, a little bit of tiredness that comes naturally as a result of exercise, but nothing major. We're not talking about breaking bones or pulling ligaments or damaging tendons, nothing of that sort. So that's phase number 1, and that phase is the green zone. It is completely fine. It is advisable. That's ideally where you want to be. Phase 2. At risk exercise. Now, at this stage, it's a bit of a discovery stage. So you're just figuring out that when I exercise, I feel good. What do I mean by that? Have you ever heard of the runner's high, where you finish running and technically you've exerted yourself, your body hurts, it should hurt, but you still feel good? All right, that's what you call the runner's high. And we know that this is because our body releases positive neurochemicals like endorphins or dopamine, right, which are meant to make us feel good. So what we realize then is, okay, if I have a stressful day or a bad day, I can go to the gym in the evening, I can work out, and I am going to feel good. Now that is phase 2, and this is the at-risk stage. So it's not bad, right? It doesn't have a negative impact on your life, but you're sort of entering that risk zone because now exercise is a coping mechanism, right? It is a solution to a problem. So that is your phase 2. Phase 3. Now, phase 3 is known as the problematic exercise. Now here, we begin to plan our day rigidly around exercise. So you've got your spin class, you've got your weight training, you've got CrossFit, you've got yoga, you've got so many things going on in terms of your exercise. And you begin to plan anything and everything in your life only once you've scheduled your exercise routines in and you are not willing to negotiate. Right? Now this is the problematic phase. This is where you need to sort of begin to realize, okay, something is not right. The whole idea of exercising to have a good life has kind of been flipped over, and now you're sort of defining your life based on the fact that you can exercise. So this is why this phase is known as the problematic phase. We are now entering the danger zone, right? This is where the actual problem is. Phase 4, exercise addiction. And as it is the case with anything, excess of anything isn't good. An addiction is never a good thing. Now, at this phase, you are obsessed with exercise, right? You cannot get through your day without exercise. You are a completely different person without exercise. And the primary thing is you are living to exercise or to work out. Whereas it should ideally be the other way around, right? All of us go to the gym, we try to stay fit, we try to eat healthy, not so that we can exercise more. Right? We do that so that we can live a higher quality of life. At least that is the case with the majority, of course, excluding people like athletes, figure competitors, and models, like I mentioned before. So this phase 4 is where it has become a problem. The Diagnostic and Statistical Manual of Mental Disorders does not list exercise addiction as a disorder, but many people do exercise in an obsessive, compulsive, and definitely excessive way. And these result in many mental, physical, and even social damages that can happen to you and your life, kind of like nullifying the whole point of exercise in the first place. So I think it is important for us to identify a few signs that could give us a heads up that we might be on our way to that phase 4 where we are becoming exercise addicts. While there can be many signs that you are an exercise addict, here are 4 signs that might help you out. Number 1, damaging your body. Now, this could mean that, say, you are unwell. You've got fever, you've got a really bad cough, you've got a really bad cold, or you've got the flu. And ideally, you need to be resting to recover. But what you do is, because you are addicted to exercise, you push yourself and you say, no, I gotta push myself. I need this in my life. And you go to the gym or you go for that fitness class and you end up damaging your body further and you don't recover. Or say you've got an injury. Maybe you tore a ligament, or you've got a problem with a tendon or a bone or something, and you're not supposed to exercise, but you just bite through the pain and you push because you're an addict. All right? And the last thing I would like to say is, some people exercise till they get injured. Meaning, you feel a little bit of discomfort in your shoulder or your muscle when you're doing that 3rd set, but you go for that 4th set and you just push through to make sure you tear that muscle. All right? And trust me, guys, that's what it means to be an addict, right? Because you're just addicted to it. You don't see anything beyond doing what you want to do because you're addicted to it. All right? That's the first sign. The second sign is you're dependent on the high. Right? Like I said, there are neurochemicals that come, a pharmacy of neurochemicals, I would say, that come together to make you feel amazing when you exercise, right? And that's partly why we exercise. But if you are dependent on it, meaning you cannot get about in your life without that high you get from exercise, you might be on your way to becoming an exercise addict. And now the third one, negativity comes if you don't exercise, meaning you get depressed, you feel anxious, you're restless, you're not, you can't be a good person, or you can't be the best version of yourself unless you exercise. Now that's not a good sign as well. And the last one, you plan your life around exercise. You got a funeral, but you got to work out, you pick your workout, all right? You've got a wedding, you've got a workout, but you pick your workout, right? Basically, nothing in your life trumps workout, right? And that's pretty much the definition of being an addict, right? Regardless of it being good or bad for you, you just want to consume it and you want to have it, you want to experience it, and no matter what, you do it, right? So these are 4 signs that I can give you guys to sort of do a little bit of self-assessment and see if you are somebody who's on your way to becoming an exercise addict. Now, before I end this clip, guys, I am somebody who works in the wellness industry and I am a massive advocate of exercise. But like I said, it needs to be a tool that helps you, not hurts you. So remember, guys, there is a reason, there is a purpose that we exercise. And if you are defying the purpose, or if what you're doing is negatively related to your purpose, then the whole objective is lost. So please do exercise, guys. Do not take this video as an excuse not to exercise or skip your workout. It's not one of those things where if you're lazy and you still go to the gym, you're an addict. That's not what it is. I've explained very clearly what it is or what it means to be an addict, and you should only be worried if you are somebody who is planning your whole life around exercising. All right, I hope this video has been of value to you. Remember that the person who teaches is the one who learns the most. So go ahead, share this information with someone you care, someone you love, someone who can benefit from this. And until next time, guys, take care. Much love.